If you've been looking for the top 50 mobile games global revenue and downloads tier list for March 2023, then your search ends here. In the tier list also has growth change % from February 2023 to March 2023. In addition, these data come out of Sensor Tower. So in particular, why some games not here? First, because I only list gacha games that are worth playing and taking time to download. Secondly, these games are friendly to all players. Well, let's start with top 41 to top 50 ranking. The top 50 ranking, Date Alive, Spirit Pledge. The March revenue is close to $110,000 and downloads is 1,000. The March revenue decreased 20% than February. The top 49 ranking, Sword Art Online vs. The March revenue is close to $120,000 and downloads is 50,000. The March revenue decreased 1% than February. Let's see what kind of friendly event Sword Art Online vs did in March. Sword Art Online vs hold a limited gacha event and drop rates up for the following SSR characters and ability cards. Blooming Blossoms Leafa, Springtime Azure Priestess Masuna, Spellbound by a Violet Blossom, First Sounds of Spring. The top 48 ranking, Brave 9 Tactical RPG. The March revenue is close to $140,000 and downloads is 10,000. The March revenue decreased 9% in February. Let's see what kind of friendly event Brave 9 did in March. Brave 9 announced that update information on Mar ch16th. The new in-game content have Mercenary Renewal, Mythic Reroll Save feature, various QOL improvements, Coliseum balance changes. The top 47 ranking, League of Pantheons. The March revenue is close to $150,000 and downloads is 30,000. The March revenue increased 1% in February. Let's see what kind of friendly event League of Pantheons did in March. League of Pantheons hold a character event of Nuwa, who is the ancestor in Chinese mythology who created humans. Therefore, resurrecting a hero is just a piece of cake for her. Not only can Nuwa resurrect heroes, but she can also make her allies immortal. Of course, Nuwa has other support attributes such as buffing and healing. The top 46 ranking, Alice Fiction. The March revenue is close to $180,000 and downloads is 6,000. The March revenue decreased 50% in February. Let's see what kind of friendly event Alice Fiction did in March. Alice Fiction hold an event of the new characters Enkidu and Thor, which is this season's featured character gachas, as well as the new world Memory at Home for Lost Souls, which will be this season's featured WM gacha. The top 45 ranking, Avabel Online. The March revenue is close to $180,000 and downloads is 500. The March revenue decreased 15% in February. Let's see what kind of friendly event Avabel Online did in March. Recently, Avabel Online announced March update information detail. The event content is open the upper limit of weapon awakening and the maximum number of weapons awakening will be 90 times. The top 44 ranking, Artery Gear, Fusion. The March revenue is close to $180,000 and downloads is 10,000. The March revenue increased 6% than February. Let's see what kind of friendly event Artery Gear Fusion did in March. Artery Gear, Fusion announced that March patch note which have time-limited event Ryanoha, actuated in time-limited recruitment 5 AG Ryanoha Azumo Raid Up, new Union Order Roko, new login rewards Nostalgia, new armaments Jing Nishikigami Hakuzusu and new time-limited task Elite Course, armament upgrade. The top 43 ranking, Action Taimanin. The March revenue is close to $250,000 and downloads is 10,000. The March revenue decreased 24% than February. Let's see what kind of friendly event Action Taimanin did in March. Action Taimanin hold an event that guarantees you a plethora of rewards including 300 gems just by participating on March 17th. The newest playable character recruit of April is Secretary of the Fuma Clan. The top 42 ranking, Alchemy Stars. The March revenue is close to $400,000 and downloads is 20,000. The March revenue decreased 24% than February. Let's see what kind of friendly event Alchemy Stars did in March. The official art and scenario book for Alchemy Stars had been released in Japan on March 24th. In Chapter 4, the scenario of the first part of the main story is novelized. The relationship between people and the whole story are posted in an easy-to-understand manner. The top 41 ranking, Touhou Lost Word. The March revenue is close to $400,000 and downloads is 40,000. The March revenue decreased 15% in February. Let's see what kind of friendly event Touhou Lost Word did in March. Recently, Touhou Lost Word celebrating 2.5M downloads. Touhou Lost Word is giving over 190 free pulls and limited units. The top 40 ranking, Crusader's Quest. The March revenue is close to $500,000 and downloads is 120,000. The March revenue increased 190% in February. Let's see what kind of friendly event Crusaders Quest did in March. Crusaders Quest hold a collaboration event on March 9th. The top 39 ranking, Fullmetal Alchemist Mobile. The March revenue is close to $500,000 and downloads is 10,000. The March revenue decreased 42% in February. Let's see what kind of friendly event Fullmetal Alchemist Mobile did in March. Fullmetal Alchemist Mobile hold event of Season 5 of the Battle Pass on March 16. Get rewards like Battle Pass S5 only SSR Selective Memory Transmutation. If you purchase Premium BP, you can get Battle Pass S5 only, SSR Designated Consignment Letter and Special Costume for Mustang. The top 38 ranking, Girls Frontline. The March revenue is close to $600,000 and downloads is 20,000. The March revenue increased 16% in February. Let's see what kind of friendly event Girls Frontline did in March. Girls Frontline hold an event of the 3-star Coalition Unit 100 Nightfall Moth is available in the Sector SP-721 Nightfall Corridor starting March 21st. Her clothing incorporates structures similar to those of insect wing scales and it's easy for her to blend into the environment. The top 37 ranking, Idol Huntress Adventure. The March revenue is close to $600,000 and downloads is 50,000. The March revenue decreased 8% in February. Let's see what kind of friendly event Idol Huntress Adventure did in March. Idol Huntress Adventure hold a return event of Dark SSR Huntress Loki Limited Dark Encounter, recruiting 160 times on Dark Encounter to get free 100 Loki shards on March 20th to March 27th, and Wind SSR Huntress Ashikaga Yashiteru Limited Chance Plus recruitment, recruiting 80 times on chance to get free 100 Ashikaga Yashiteru shards. The event time is March 17th to March 24th. The top 36 ranking, Dolphin Wave. The March revenue is close to $700,000 and downloads is 10,000. The March revenue decreased 60% in February. Let's see what kind of friendly event Dolphin Wave did in March. Dolphin Wave hold a characters event of Pickup Gacha held on March 10th after the maintenance. UR characters Otoheim and Yuri appear in sexy police costumes. In addition, new memory is also available. The top 35 ranking, Archeland. The March revenue is close to $700,000 and downloads is 10,000. The March revenue decreased 43% in February. Let's see what kind of friendly event Archeland did in March. Archeland hold new event of new public Hearts Queen costume, a Queen's River blossoming in splendor. Craffle's new costume is on. The top 34 ranking, Counterside. The March revenue is close to $700,000 and downloads is 110,000. The March revenue decreased 21% in February. Let's see what kind of friendly event Counterside did in March. Counterside announced the new Awakened Character Kresnik Ludmilla. Type, Counter, Role, Supporter, Deployment Cost, 5, Attack Type, All, Movement Type, Ground. Her codename is Kresnik, who is a Slavic god associated with fire, the summer solstice, and storms. Awakened Ludmilla was released on the 15th of March in the KR region. The top 33 ranking, Neural Cloud. The March revenue is close to $1,400,000 and downloads is 50,000. The March revenue increased 34% in February. Let's see what kind of friendly event Neural Cloud did in March. Recently, Neural Cloud hold an event of Special Search on March 21st. Players will be able to use quartz for a 10 pull in Special Search, where a 3-star doll is guaranteed. The top 32 ranking, Dislight. The March revenue is close to $2 million and downloads is 200,000. The March revenue increased 25% in February. Let's see what kind of friendly event Dislight did in March. Dislight hold an event of Hunter's Depot. The event time is from March 21st to April 11 ST. The event content is consume stamina to accumulate Hunter's crests and redeem them for awesome rewards at the Hunter's Guild in Greywater. Unlocks after clearing story 4 to 16 on easy mode. The top 31 ranking, Guardian Tales. The March revenue is close to $2 million and downloads is 100,000. The March revenue decreased 9% in February. Let's see what kind of friendly event Guardian Tales did in March. Guardian Tales announced that March event of detailed patch notes which include White Day, St. Patrick's Drink, Spring Gardening in Windy City. Let's start with top 21 to top 30 ranking. The top 30 ranking, Echocalypse. The March revenue is close to $2 million and downloads is 30,000. The March revenue decreased 40% in February. Let's see what kind of friendly event Echocalypse did in March. Echocalypse introduces the rhythm-destroying attacker SSR evolution for Makiha. The version theme event Moment of Full Bloom will also be held for a limited time from March 16 to March 31th. The top 29 ranking, Limbus Company. The March revenue is close to $2 million and downloads is 200,000. The March revenue increased 683% in February. Let's see what kind of friendly event Limbus Company did in March. Recently, Limbus Company will send out another 3 * guarantee deck extraction ticket due to the misinformation in the new manager's welcome extraction banner. And Limbus Company first new banner since launch on March 9th. The top 28 ranking, Path to Nowhere. The March revenue is close to $2 million and downloads is 100,000. The March revenue decreased 22% in February. Let's see what kind of friendly event Path to Nowhere did in March. Iceno has released the next chapter in the Path to Nowhere story in an event titled Rustfire Maxim. The studio uploaded the trailer for the event at the end of February, gaining fan hype. The trailer reveals a plethora of characters to be returning in the event through a short animation. Each character takes focus for a portion of the trailer, with full voice narrations reintroducing them. It's very high quality, which we've come to expect from Path to Nowhere at this point. The characters revealed include Iron, and the Nameless Sinner, 99, Horo, Zoya, 036, and Earl. Each get their own few lines of dialogue, hinting at where their arcs are headed. Check out the trailer on YouTube for yourself. The top 27 ranking, The Legend of Neverland. The March revenue is close to $2 million and downloads is 600,000. The March revenue decreased 8% in February. Let's see what kind of friendly event The Legend of Neverland did in March. Recently, The Legend of Neverland hold the event of Meet Sakura at the month of Cherry Blossom. The event time is from March 15th to March 21st. The top 26 ranking, Punishing, Grey Raven. The March revenue is close to $2 million and downloads is 100,000. The March revenue decreased 15% in February. Let's see what kind of friendly event Punishing, Grey Raven did in March. Punishing, Grey Raven hold a limited time event of S-Rank Construct Luna, Laurel and Liv. Luminance 70% rate up in Arrival Construct Research, and Fate Arrival Construct Research. The duration, from March 16th to March 30th. The top 25 ranking, Eversoul. The March revenue is close to $3 million and downloads is 100,000. The March revenue decreased 49% in February. Let's see what kind of friendly event Eversoul did in March. Eversoul reveals Champs Arena, a brand new PvP mode as well as a spring-themed event. The latest updates bring fast-paced PvP combat to the table for those of you who are up to the challenge. You need to clear Battlefront Stage 5 to 1 before you can access the brand new PvP mode though, so make sure you catch up. Now, let's take a closer look at the rewards that you can earn in PvP. Unsurprisingly, the better you do in PvP, the more you can rank up. I recommend that you regularly keep up with daily PvP attempts to ensure that you rise up the ranks and earn a plethora of special rewards. In fact, you can actually receive double the rewards until March 22nd to celebrate the release of the brand new game mode. 3 levels of difficulty, low, medium, and high, will be presented to players, and these levels will determine how difficult their opponents will be. After being chosen, players must create 3 teams of 5 souls and choose the order in which they will engage their opponent's squads in combat. And Eversoul is also holding a special flower-themed event where players will have to protect themselves from a horde of monsters in a time-limited mini-game. This is for those who might not be prepared for the Contest of Champions yet. The top 24 ranking, Slime Ice Sky Memories. The March revenue is close to $3 million and downloads is 100,000. The March revenue increased 15% in February. Let's see what kind of friendly event Slime Ice Sky Memories did in March. Recently, Slime Ice Sky Memories hold an event of new 5-star EX Character Troop Recruit Wind Character Showcase. The new Hinata Sakaguchi appears at a higher rate than usual, plus, all available 5-star characters are Wind Battle and Protection characters. The top 23 ranking, Princess Connect. Dive. The March revenue is close to $3 million and downloads is 50,000. The March revenue decreased 46% in February. Let's see what kind of friendly event Princess Connect Dive did in March. Recently, Princess Connect Dive hold an event of the Little Lyrical Adventures side story on March 19th. In additional, new furniture event open, decorate your guild house with new furniture to make sure you ace the test. In additional, English version of Princess Connect Dive will be ending service on April 30th, 2023. The top 22 ranking, Evertail, the March revenue is close to $4 million and downloads is 400,000. The March revenue increased 1% in February. Let's see what kind of friendly event Evertail did in March. Evertail opened the campaign of 4th anniversary SSR Soul Summon on March 10th, one time only. Choose one of 10 4th anniversary SSR Soul Summons, one featured SSR character from your chosen Soul Summon guaranteed, limited time only. The top 21 ranking, Tower of Fantasy, the March revenue is close to $4 million and downloads is 200,000. The March revenue decreased 30% in February. Let's see what kind of friendly event Tower of Fantasy did in March. Publisher Level Infinite have announced the latest simulacrum, Fenrir, will be joining Tower of Fantasy on March 9th. Fenrir is a top DJ in Meroria who loves death metal and charges headfirst into any task. As a new Volt simulacrum, she uses a weapon called Gleipnir, looking like a bone-shaped ribbon on her back. It seems to be able to unleash unimaginable power, transforming into giant claws of electricity that can rip apart anything in battle. Let's start with top 11 to top 20 ranking. The top 20 ranking, Epic 7, the March revenue is close to $4 million and downloads is 100,000. The March revenue decreased 4% in February. Let's see what kind of friendly event Epic 7 did in March. Recently, Smilegate has announced a new banner character for Epic 7, Eligos, on the 23rd of March. Eligos is a Fire Ranger hero that has critical hit chance as his imprint concentration and attack % as his imprint release. With male character releases far and few in between, should you pull for Eligos, the deadly leader of Daggerseeker? Read up to find out my thoughts on matter. The top 19 ranking, and I know Kuni, Cross Worlds, the March revenue is close to $5 million and downloads is 40,000. The March revenue decreased 2% in February. Let's see what kind of friendly event and I know Kuni, Cross Worlds did in March. And I know Kuni, Cross Worlds hold an event of the Higgledy Treasure Hunt event and complete daily missions to search for hidden treasures. In addition, the latest update with the new field bosses. Defeat the Blue Goddess statue and Corrupted Stelia and earn new rewards. Episode Part 2 of the Fated Challenge cards is also unlocked. Get exclusive rewards when you beat the new difficulty levels. The top 18 ranking, the Eminence in Shadow RPG, the March revenue is close to $5 million and downloads is 100,000. The March revenue decreased 6% in February. Let's see what kind of friendly event the Eminence in Shadow RPG did in March. The Eminence in Shadow RPG hold a campaign to commemorate the 100th day of the release. 100th anniversary login bonus started. You can get stones equivalent to 10 consecutive gachas and gacha tickets for 10 consecutive gachas. The top 17 ranking, Fire Emblem Heroes, the March revenue is close to $5 million and downloads is 40,000. The March revenue decreased 14% in February. Let's see what kind of friendly event Fire Emblem Heroes did in March. Fire Emblem Heroes hold an event of new heroes, the Sacred Stones game, including rearmed hero Tana, Soaring Princess. There are also login bonuses of up to 13 orbs, new story maps in Book 7, Chapter 8, Seeing the Present, and limited time quests. The top 16 ranking, Azalane, the March revenue is close to $5 million and downloads is 100,000. The March revenue decreased 16% in February. Let's see what kind of friendly event Azalane did in March. After maintenance on March 9th, Azalane will hold a limited time event Praise the Maze of Reconstruction Light version and Tsukuyaku Toru. The top 15 ranking, the 7 Deadly Sins, the March revenue is close to $6 million and downloads is 200,000. The March revenue increased 11% in February. Let's see what kind of friendly event the 7 Deadly Sins did in March. The 7 Deadly Sins hold the campaign of 3rd Anniversary Special. SSR heroes from this draw will be acquired as URLV 90. A platinum coin will be obtained. The heroes acquired through this event will not be awakened. The top 14 ranking, AFK Arena, the March revenue is close to $7 million and downloads is 100,000. The March revenue decreased 11% in February. Let's see what kind of friendly event AFK Arena did in March. AFK Arena 1.111 patch notes for the latest game update. This update includes a new Hypogean hero named Maitreya, added a new event, the Gift of Time. Adventurers that reach stage 16-1 during the event can claim 50 time emblems for free, while a limited time offer will be available in the Temple of Time. Players will receive a 20% discount on their first 6-10 draw summons. The top 13 ranking, Honkai Impact 3rd, The March revenue is close to $8 million and downloads is 500,000. The March revenue decreased 43% in February. Let's see what kind of friendly event Honkai Impact 3rd did in March. Honkai Impact 3rd will receive huge engine update with part 2 of the main story. On March 4th, Bilibili held a developer live stream, teasing and showcasing a variety of new content coming to the game. Toward the end of the live stream, the studio played some mysterious new gameplay. The short video featured the character Susanna exploring a part of the Honkai Impact map. The footage didn't include any commentary, and the developer didn't give an explanation for it either. This has led many fans to believe that Bilibili is teasing a new engine overhaul coming to Honkai Impact in the future. For now, though, that's just speculation. Part 1.5 concept trailer, hailing from Nagazora and falling into Abyss. The top 12 ranking, Dragon Trail, Hunter World. The March revenue is close to $8 million and downloads is 500,000. The March revenue decreased 11% in February. Let's see what kind of friendly event Dragon Trail did in March. Dragon Trail hold event of new ride Light-Winged Paladin from March 17th to March 22nd. From the vast darkness where glowing shards of mecha are scattered around comes the Light-Winged Paladin with the power of mecha. The top 11 ranking, Memento Mori. The March revenue is close to $8 million and downloads is 100,000. The March revenue decreased 19% in February. Let's see what kind of friendly event Memento Mori did in March. Memento Mori, Bank of Innovation will reprint the Witch Sonia in Memento Mori and will increase the appearance rate of Sonia pickup gacha. And started the Witch's Gift on March 8th, Sonia will appear from the pickup gacha for a limited time. Furthermore, the appearance rate of Sonia will increase. Let's start with top 10 to top 1 ranking. The top 10 ranking, Marvel Snap. The March revenue is close to $10 million and downloads is 700,000. The March revenue decreased 4% in February. Let's see what kind of friendly event Marvel Snap did in March. Marvel Snap's newest season pass, Days of Future Past, introduces us to a new card, Nimrod. Nimrod is a 5-cost card with 5 power, and when it is destroyed, it creates copies of itself at the other locations. Season pass cards are always especially influential, since some cards, such as Nimrod, can only be unlocked for the time being by purchasing the roughly $15 premium pass. This guide will cover a few of the best Nimrod-based decks, how to boost your already efficient destroy-centric decks, and even if you are not the sort of card fighter to purchase Marvel Snap season passes. The top 9 ranking, Street Fighter Duel. The March revenue is close to $11 million and downloads is 2,400,000. The March revenue increased 9,954% in February. Let's see what kind of friendly event Street Fighter Duel did in March. I've been a fan for almost 20 years, so I decided to give it a try. I'm willing to bet a large portion of players did it for the same reasons. Recently, Street Fighter Duel hold an event of free code. You can use code TIME2FRYYY in-game for a special bonus. In addition, on launch they had a package that stated in plain English you would receive Chun-Li as a unit and you would get her EX move. After many people bought this package, I believe it was only $1, they claimed they made a mistake and removed the EX move from the text. Offered no compensation nor did they deliver the item stated they would receive. Yeah, it's only $1. The top 8 ranking, Diablo Immortal. The March revenue is close to $11 million and downloads is 600,000. The March revenue decreased 15% in February. Let's see what kind of friendly event Diablo Immortal did in March. Diablo Immortal hold event of Join the SEA Reavers through the Season 11 Battle Pass on March 6th. The top 7 ranking, Arknights. The March revenue is close to $12 million and downloads is 200,000. The March revenue decreased 1% in February. Let's see what kind of friendly event Arknights did in March. Arknights X Monster Hunter collab is just around the corner. 2 top-rated franchises combine in a brilliant event that brings new skins, banners, and more. I am pretty excited about the fact that the stylish Gacha is collaborating with one of the biggest game series. Monster Hunter is and always has been a fantastic series, and similarly to Arknights, it's got an avid fan base. Firstly, let's take a look at the new banners for the Arknights X Monster Hunter collab. From March 7th to March 21st, you can pull on the limited banner Sharpened by Flame. This banner includes the 6-star specialist Karen X Yato, and the 5-star guard Rat Halos S Noir Korn. Additionally, there is also a new 1-star called Terra Research Commission. We recommend saving your currency for this banner as they are event-only characters. The top 6 ranking, Blue Archive. the March revenue is close to $14 million and downloads is 200,000. The March revenue decreased 47% in February. Let's see what kind of friendly event Blue Archive did in March. Blue Archive announced that the event Du Shiratori Ward recovery work will be held on March 12th. The theme of the event is reconstruction to overcome the unprecedented crisis and return to the original life. Every time you clear a stage, you can get items such as Federation Student Council safety hat, financial statements, mentai potato chips and event point. In addition, Blue Archive hold an event of recruitment for pickup disruption leading to solutions started on March 8th. We are holding a pickup call for new student Koyuki, CV, Karen Inui, an upset that leads to the solution. Koyuki has a natural talent for deciphering mathematical codes, but he doesn't seem to be aware of it at all. A troublemaker who has returned to the Millennium Student Council seminar. The top 5 ranking, Heaven Burns Red. The March revenue is close to $20 million and downloads is 100,000. The March revenue decreased 29% in February. Let's see what kind of friendly event Heaven Burns Red did in March. Heaven Burns Red held its first anniversary campaign on February 10th, commemorate the first anniversary of the service. At the venue, goods were sold and life-size figures were exhibited, and the venue was lively with measures unique to real events. At the same time, a live broadcast was also held from the venue, and a reading drama by the voice actors and information on future game updates were released. The top 4 ranking, Fate Grand Order. The March revenue is close to $25 million and downloads is 300,000. The March revenue decreased 54% in February. Let's see what kind of friendly event Fate Grand Order did in March. Fate/Grand Order hold the limited time event Akihabara Explosion on March 17th. In addition, the limited time event Holy Grail Phantom Thief Amakusa Shiro and the Slapstick Museum from March 3 ND to 14th, 2023. This is your only chance to get the Spirit Ron Dress Wardrobe Key for 5 SSR Amakusa Shiro. Finally, from March 13th, Chaldea Boys Collection 2023 will be held. You can take Chaldea Heavy Industries staff snaps in your room in the style of an instant photo of any servant. In addition to being able to do this, you will be able to place 2 servants. Also, during the period, the background of my room will change at regular intervals. The top 3 ranking, Goddess of Victory, nikke. The March revenue is close to $30 million and downloads is 600,000. The March revenue decreased 14% in February. Let's see what kind of friendly event nikke did in March. After a successful nikke x Chainsaw Man collaboration event, Goddess of Victory, nikke is all set for to feature the Bow Wow Paradise event on March 15th. The event will be featuring a new story event with a new SSR, new commodities, and more. A new SSR named Biscuit of Sapporo class will be added to the game as part of the event. She works well with a variety of other nikkes and can provide adaptable support that changes depending on the class of her allies. She is also the first nikke who can rebuild cover. She will be added to the game's regular recruitment after this special recruitment ends. As is customary, the top 2 ranking, Umamuseum, Pretty Derby. The March revenue is close to $80 million and downloads is 100,000. The March revenue increased 141% in February. Let's see what kind of friendly event Umamuseum did in March. Cygames announced on March 15th that the number of followers of the official Umamuseum Pretty Derby Twitter account exceeded 1.5 million. In commemoration of exceeding 1.5 million people, official distributed gifts to players. The present contents have 50,000 mani, 50,000, support point, 10 alarm clock. The top 1 ranking, Genshin Impact. The March revenue is close to $90 million and downloads is 3,700,000. The March revenue decreased 35% in February. Let's see what kind of friendly event Genshin Impact did in March. Genshin Impact hold an event of Ayaka and Shinha banners on March 21st. The event exclusive 5-star character Lonesome Transcendence Shinha, Cryo, and 4-star characters Mika, Cryo, Harmless Sweetie Sucrose, Anemo, and Cat's-Line Cocktail Diana, Cryo, will receive huge drop rate boosts during the Wish event. The event-exclusive 5-star character Frostflake Heron Kamisato Ayaka, Cryo, and 4-star characters Coordinates of Clear Frost Mika, Cryo, Harmless Sweetie Sucrose, Anemo, and Cat's-Line Cocktail Diana, Cryo, will receive huge drop rate boosts during the Wish event. Well, that's list above for the top 50 mobile gacha games global revenue and downloads tier list for March 2023. I'll leave the timestamps down in the description. Please like, comment and follow this video if you are interested. And thank you guys for watching this video. See you next vid.